Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the seventh round of Season 7 of IRC Esports ACC, the ACC League. Um, I am Sir SSD Assassin, aka Dan, here in the com box. Also carrying out streaming duties as well for the day. And joining me in the com box will be Mamuka Admi. He's taken a small hiatus. Well, it would be a hiatus if he actually joined the first to begin with, but yeah, he will join us in a bit. And we are in Bathurst right now, one of the most, if not the most challenging circuit in the entire ACC game. Lots of tricky corners, overtaking zones, and a high possibility of a large number of crashes as well. So yeah, the drivers will have a task in their hands to not just finish high up, but just the finishing itself. So yeah, we are still waiting on the drivers for the server to forward the session to quali. So it will take a few more minutes, I believe, another 2-3 more minutes. So far the championships, well, at least for the Pro Class Championship, it's been pretty much the same story as the last few seasons. Davlish leading by a country mile pretty much. I can bring up the standings in a bit if you will just allow me a moment.
Green light, give it all you can.
So there we go. So Davli Singh leading by nearly 164 points, if my math is right. From Sai Prithvi, who's his competition in the Pro Class. Sitting in P3 is Worship the Panda with 402 points. So yeah, it's I think top five drivers are all in the Pro Class, followed by Flying Chapati, who's a beginner to the league, sitting in P6. So yeah, he's leading the the Silver Class Championship. And I think the session has been forwarded. Qualifying has started. Let's just quickly go on to this session over here. As you can see on board, Boring Bong, who is probably doing his setups and everything. Let's go on board our man of the day, Mr. Davli Singh, who is going on his hot lap, and he's followed by a big train of cars. Yeah, I mean, I've always seen Davlish leading the pack. I mean, leading the first out lap. Pretty much been the trend. Yeah, I guess he probably needs all the clean air he can get, considering the nature of the circuit, and how fast Davlish is. Because I'm expecting him to be, him to intercept some traffic if he is actually behind anybody, because I think he's probably like at least a second above, faster than anyone else in the grid right now. I think it's only let's see here. Yeah, not many. I think yeah, just 3 drivers from Pro Class driving here today, as Davlish has started his hot lap, and he is going down the first straight. I think, yeah, the second longest straight in the circuit. So yeah, just before approaching the hill, as he takes the first turn into the hill section, going through the Uti of Austria. If I can just get a better angle on the yeah, there we go. So takes a decent line through the first set of corners, sticking it really close to the walls here. I think he had a minor scrape with that wall on the exit over there. Really fast section here, mostly flat out, provided you keep the right line through sections. I think he had to lift slightly over there, struggling. I mean, he's clearly going on the limit here from the inputs. Sticking has to stick a little close to the wall over here to keep a late exit through the series. As I can see a few yellow flags here and there throughout the track map. Oh yeah, he makes his way out of the treacherous hill section onto the second straight. Another crucial overtaking zone for the drivers. Um, if I could just see, yeah, he's looks like could be a sub 2 minute lap. I'm not really familiar with the lap times around the circuit, so I'll just wait for it to see as he gets a little bit unsettled on that exit curve over here. Although I think he's got a good banker lap in. Oh, yeah, he rounds the final corner. What time will he do? It's a 2 minute, 2 minute point 3. Yeah, and yeah, just as I suspected, the driver next car behind him is a second off. So we just have to wait for FIFA Connect to finish his lap, as he also goes more than a second and a half behind. So, so I guess the competition is between as it starts effectively starts on the drivers from P2, and especially with the absence of Sai Prithvi and Worship the Panda. Yeah, it will be pretty much smooth sailing for W Singh. As Parth is back. Mamu Kazmi, how are you doing, buddy?
Hi, Jay. I'm good. How are you?
Yep, doing fine actually. I've been grinding a bit of Forza, so have been completely out of touch with the happenings of IRC. As you can see, I just saw. Oh, yeah, there we go. So we already have 2 victims of Mount Panorama, scrolling up their laps and returning to garage immediately.
Yep, such a tricky track this because of its narrow nature and the hill section being the most difficult. I mean, at least one of the most difficult sections in this entire game.
Yeah, I actually spectated I think it was the WOR race, the endurance race that IRC had. It was a 12-hour race, that too. So I think the drivers were all they're taking 2 hour stints, and yeah, it was pretty. How do I say it? Yeah, pretty treacherous because
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the AOR race and with changing times as well. So a couple of stints were at the night.
Yes,
So
indeed.
imagine the difficulty of the stints of the drivers doing at night.
Yeah, yeah. Since there's one more thing, that because there are so many elevation changes, especially you know in the hill section. Yeah, so you don't get that much of visibility because the headlamps only highlight they highlight certain parts of the track. So, and if you have to really, if you want to see a crucial part of the uh, a corner, let's say the entrance, the entry or the
Yep.
exit, you might not be able to, and you might just fly off. And especially if you have any incidents up front. So yeah, visibility is very crucial here on this circuit. As yeah.
And adding to the visibility issues are some of the blind corners on the uphill and the downhill section.
Yeah, blind corners.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you can see, oof, Pururav looks like he had a bit of an oversteer there. Uh, but anyway, yeah, the blind section that you were just you just now mentioned is the one which Pururav was going through, because as far as I've seen, you have to stick to the apex as long as you can. Just after that, that full flat zone. I guess that you could call that the peak of the hill. So it's you have to be really patient there. It's a very long apex that you have to stick to, and just as soon as you get your window, you have to floor the throttle.
Yep.
And
And the thing is, if you miss one apex on the downhill section of the track, you you manage to mess up your entire section over there. So Yeah, sticking to the apex is very necessary on this track.
And I've seen so many drivers, doing their while doing their practice runs, getting extremely frustrated as Davlish Singh puts in a 59.5. Uh, how good of a lap is that, Mamu? Since you're an experienced ACC player.
I mean, as much as I've seen, a lot of people are doing 2 minute flats, but yeah, 1 minute 59 is an extremely good time. I mean, we all know Davlish. No one is going to be able to match him. Like, if you even if you do a 159 8 or 9, that will be good enough for P2, I think.
Obviously, right now, but yeah, it's the gaps are. I mean, the gap is insanely huge. Look at that. It's more than a second between Davlish and Pururav. So that would mean Pururav did a 2 minute uh, 2 minute point 7 point, yeah,
Yeah.
0.73. So yeah, that's how, yeah, quick maths. So
Yeah. So as you know, the practice servers have been up for the entire week, and yeah, I've seen a lot of drivers do a lot of laps around the track, but yeah, I think no one was able to go under 2 minutes. Yes, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, let's see.
well, I wouldn't be the ideal person to correct you, because I've apart from the streaming bit, I've not had a single hour of single minute of gameplay in this game. As Swagger clearly struggling through that section, that downhill section. It'll all depend on. I think he. Oh my God!
Oh no
Yeah,
no.
that he's wrecked his car completely. As
Yeah.
think he's going to stick to P13, or might drop three more positions if the three drivers who are yet to settle lap put in a time. As I think, yeah, Boring Bong has started his lap. Don't think, yeah, the Turbo Chuk is serving a quali ban, so he won't be setting a lap today. Nirma, on the other hand, I think I remember him telling us that he wouldn't be doing the first race because he's got a physiotherapist appointment. Looks like an excuse to get away on a date with his girlfriend. But anyway,
Yeah.
Ninja looks like he's improving on his lap. I can see it from my telemetry data here, which you viewers unfortunately won't be able to. So yeah, I will just keep it in suspense as yellow flags, and that is existence. The Ferrari driver who just RTG'd immediately. Yeah, another casualty. I think might have missed out a few more while I was commentating. As yeah, more casualties are popping up here and there, the same corner again as existence earlier. So yeah, more casualties just popping up.
Yeah.
Oof.
So qualifying as qualifying ahead is very important on this track because if there
Ooh.
is an incident, oh,
Sorry to cut you
what
off, Vamu. Star Max Lot just put in a uh, bonker lap time. Put himself in
oh, he's
P3.
on P3.
Yeah, and ahead of FIFA Kanan too. Yeah, who's a pro class driver. So that's quite impressive to
Yep.
say the least. So there we go. Our qualifying order. Davlish puts himself in P1 with a 159.5. Although surprisingly doesn't get purple sector 2, which was snatched by Pururav Gowda by 200s, I think. Yeah. But I think, yeah, his other sectors weren't good enough. I mean, look at that. He's almost a second behind Davlish, just sector 2 alone.
Yep. That's where he gained all of the time. That's the most important sector on the track.
Yeah, so you have to go. What do I say? You can't hold back any pull back any stops there. You just have to fully send it there. Take, keep
Yep.
it as close to the walls as you can as
Yep.
possible. And Davlish looks like he managed to nail most of it.
As he does.
Yeah.
As he always does. Yes.
Moving on, Star Max Lot takes a surprising P3 with a 2 minute 1.86. Again, another second off of Pururav Gowda. So yeah, could say he also did a decent lap compared to the rest of the field. FIFA Kanak takes P4, followed by Ninja in P5, Deepak in P6, Oshan P7, IJ Sam P8, Supreme Leader Admiral Aldin, I'll just call him Aldin, P9. Supreme Kai in P10, the leading AM class driver today, followed by Boring Bong, Existence, Fuzzy Dunlop, Swagger Turbo, Iceman, also known as simply YT, uh, and they did it. Turbo Chook and Nirma not setting any laps.
Yep. And as I was saying, qualifying as up ahead as possible is very important because if there's a lap one incident, it'll be very difficult for the drivers behind to avoid, as there's no ghosting on this game. So, because the track is so narrow, you will have to slam on your brakes and wait for the mess to clear up.
So what's going to be funnier is that Davlish is surely going to encounter lapped cars by at a certain point. So, and if he encounters them in that hill section, it's going to be a proper entertainment to see him lap those cars.
Yeah, but the thing is, the pace that he has, I mean, even if he loses some time, it won't matter to him, as we've seen. So, in
Yeah,
F1 terms, we can say he's the Verstappen of this league right now.
he'd be a Verstappen if everybody else was Latifi. That's pretty much the gap between him and the rest of the field.
Yeah.
Today's field, at least. Because
Yep.
he doesn't have the likes of Masoom or Sai Prithvi or Aimamit to actually give him a fight. Uh, yeah, the real life has caught up. Priorities have
Mhm.
changed. And yeah, maybe
Yep.
we can take this time to go through the liveries of some of our drivers here. I think it's been unchanged for the most part. Tabli still sporting that black livery on that
Mhm.
Lamborghini. I
Yep.
think Pururav has changed up his livery a little bit though. I remember it being some other color. Star Max Lord carrying that Indian. Okay, never mind. Is it an Indian flag?
Yes, it is. No, it's the IRC livery that they used in the AOR endurance races.
Ah, okay. So so that's just Ashray being lazy as usual. But yeah, at least he made a. Okay, nah, he didn't make an effort. Never mind. FIFA
Mhm.
Kanak. An interesting livery over here. That's a Rick and Morty livery.
Yes.
Uh, I think it is. Uh,
Yep, it is.
is it? I'm not sure.
It looks like one. No?
Yeah, maybe it says Doodle Monster on the wing. Uh, so I have
Looks interesting. Looks
yeah
interesting.
Ninja Zero with a plain indigo colored livery. Not more.
I don't think we're watching his actual livery on stream right now
Oh yeah.
because he's got the Red Bull Miami livery on his Ferrari.
Oh right. Yeah. I actually saw that on one of the streams earlier. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I probably failed to load in that livery. So yes, apologies in advance. Deepak. Yeah, he's sporting a different livery from his usual VR46 all green and black livery. Yeah, quite strange from him. Oshan, uh, a different again a black and fluorescent blue and fluorescent green livery. AJ
Yeah,
Sam in that
it's an
BMW.
in-game livery.
Only BMW. Okay, never mind. I thought he was the only BMW in this in the grid. Supreme Leader Admiral Aldin, Supreme Kai, Boring Bong, Existence.
Yep. And Aladdin is using the livery of the Guangdong Tigers, a famous Chinese team.
Ah, okay. I think his team name is also named after the Guangdong Tigers.
Yep.
But yeah, more. Let's just move on. Maybe we'll get more time to take a look at it as the race is about to start. The drivers
Yep.
warming up their brakes and their tires and getting in formation as Davlish is leading the back right now, probably a few meters away from the finish line, and the green lights are off and the drivers are racing. The drivers maintain their positions as for now, as Star Maxlot tries for a dive down the inside, but Pururav manages to cover him off. FIFA Kanak also keeps position. I don't think there have been many position changes so far, as Ninja Zero and has been overtaken by Deepakraj and currently sitting in P7 right now. Oshan's also closely following him. Looks like he could make an attack. No, he decides not to, as they are approaching the hill section. It will be crucial to just stay alive here, as you do not want to sustain any sort of contact. As you can see, a Ferrari, that was a McLaren going for, probably thinking about a move through down the inside of that. Oh, as he makes contact with that wall, I think it made a sudden movement to the right. So yeah, all things considered, a pretty clean getaway from the drivers.
Yeah, the start is pretty clean from everyone. Now let's see if they can maintain this. I mean, survival on the. Oh no, as we
I think
say.
that was Oshan. Yeah, that was Oshan. As
Yeah.
oof, that rejoin was a little sketchy, but I think the drivers were alert enough to avoid any sort of incidents. So that was our first incident of today's race, but yeah, that remained just an off-track excursion and nothing more, luckily.
Yeah, hopefully the drivers can keep it on track, because
Oof. Sorry to cut you off once again, as I think Deepakraj has made a move on FIFA Kanak as well. So FIFA Kanak probably loaded in a wrong setup, because that's quite unusual from him to be so much off pace.
Or he might have just made a mistake, who knows.
Off the pace, yeah. I mean, it's a rare FIFA Kanak mistake, as looks like he's coming back on the charge, as Deepakraj covers the inside off. I think his exit will be compromised for the last corner, as FIFA Kanak still on the attack on Deepak, keeps sticking closely to that Audi, but I think he's got enough of a gap to survive this main straight. Deepak goes on the grass a little bit, but he's fights for another lap.
Manages to defend it well, and FIFA Connect decides not to send it. Might be a smart choice. He would like to follow him and then wait for a mistake from Deepak.
Yeah, FIFA Kanak, as far as I know, as I'm concerned, is a very, very safe driver, a clean driver as well. Gives maximum amount of respect to the drivers around him, as Deepak goes really wide in that corner. Just as I was just saying, a very wise driver, a very wise decision from him not to attack there, because going side by side through this section is very risky unless there's just enough space, and FIFA Kanak just backs out of that opportunity to stay alive.
Smart decision by him not to send it over there, because he was going side by side over there, but it would have been difficult to go side by side in the next corner. So decides to back off, stay behind him, wait for another mistake, and pounce on it.
Yep. I mean, from the previous practice runs that I saw from Deepak, as I think Star Max Lord just popped up out of nowhere. I think he also made a mistake. Possibly, I don't know, but I think we'll take a look at the replays a little later, as I think Deepak's got enough of an advantage here, although he made a mistake. He's mounted the grass there, and he's completely totaled his car. Well, not totaled exactly, but then he's gone and hit that wall at full speed, and definitely taken an insane amount of damage, as he is maybe thought about going into the pits, but there was a massive train of cars coming in behind him, so would have caused even more incidents if he had done so. A good move by him.
Yep, he rejoined off the racing line, so not a big issue, but couldn't go into the pits, and he definitely has a lot of damage on that car now because of the pace that he went through to the barrier.
Yes, indeed, but I don't think he's he's still got some of that pace, as he's already alongside that Aston Martin of Supreme Kai, and he's made quick work of him. Although I think that would have compromise the boring bong behind him, because he's been trying for a while go to get ahead of Supreme Kai, but yeah, he's been having a tough time of it.
Yep. Yeah, Boring Bong was eyeing a move on Supreme Kai, but Deepak trying to take him. There was no space for Boring Bong to make a move, so had to stay
Ooh!
behind. Ooh,
Oshan once again taking an exertion through that area as Supreme Alidin. Yeah, I don't want to get a heart attack trying to say his name again and again. But Alidin, very alert over there to just go on the brakes, step on the brakes, and avoid any sort of incident.
yep.
Oof, we've already
Good,
got yellow
good.
flags. Yes!
Oh,
Oh no! Oh no! There's the pile up we've all been waiting for.
Yeah. See, one car dies and blocks the way for another car, so you can't do. Oh no! Was that the car of Simply Whitey hitting
Yeah.
a stopped car over there?
I mean, what other car can have such an atrocious livery?
Yeah, let's not talk about the livery.
Yeah,
Okay.
he asked me he had asked me before the stream as well to try to get his livery as much screen time as possible, as Deepakraj trying to go around the outside of Oshan, still going side by side through that. He's marginally ahead of that Porsche, but I think he probably will be fully alongside him unless Oshan decides to send it down the inside. Deepak giving him just enough space as Oshan probably takes in a little too much of that curbing there and loses out on that position, but he will have a little bit of that toe for this main straight. However, Aladdin behind him is also mounting an attack, and yeah, I think the Audi just has a little less drag because of that smaller form factor to
Yep.
keep that
Lovely
gap.
move by Deepak over there.
Whew. Yeah, that was clean racing from both of them, and yeah, considering what the stuff that Oshan also went through in the Nürburgring race last week, and I am quite surprised that it went all completely clean.
Yep. Learning from the mistakes, not getting into any incidents, except him going off track over there. I mean, pretty clean by him, right?
Yeah, so far so good from Oshan. Let's not jinx anything here. Touch all the wood you can around you boys, whoever's watching. Or yeah, not necessarily whoever's watching, because yeah, we said it, so we have to. As I think I saw, yeah, that was another yellow flag as uh, Supreme Kai has dropped a position. Oh, never mind. That was,
So he's still unbeaten.
yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry. I was thinking that Boring Bong had gotten ahead of him, but Boring Bong has gone into the pits because of
Yeah, he was the one who spun around. So
yep. Yeah, exactly. He was the one. I thought it was Swagger who spun out, and he got hit by Boring Bong, but it was the other way around.
boring one. Yeah.
As FIFA Kanak down the main straight now tries to go down the inside, but Star Max Slot
Backs
putting on a
off,
heroic defense as
Oh
jinxed
no.
it pretty hard there, didn't I? As another driver also takes the grass there. Uh, but
They're
yeah,
ninja.
that was Ninja. That was of Ferrari too. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure if but are the Mercedes is the Mercedes actually good at mounting curbs in this game? Because I know the BMW is.
Mercedes is one of the best on the curbs in this game after the batch right now. So
Ah, okay.
the thing is, he didn't mount the curb; he went onto the grass. So that caused a bit of instability in his car.
Oh, there, Star Max Lord over sliding onto into that wall over there, and think he probably scraped it just a little bit as FIFA Kanak just tried to keep his wits about him as Star Max Lord is all over the place, weaving left and right wherever he can. FIFA Kanak just has to keep as close to Ashray as possible. To have any chance at mounting an attack on him through this down this long straight, as I think he has managed to pull a slight gap on him, which probably means that Ashray will live to fight for another lap.
Yep. Deepakraj will have to stay behind him for a lap or two, I think. I mean, if he manages to close down the gap, if Ashley makes a mistake, then yeah, it's a simple
There we
move.
go.
But
That mistake which you just said, Ashray did
yeah,
miss the apex by a little bit. But I think, yeah. Oh, I think he's. Oh, he went and hit him.
oh no,
Oh,
oh no,
no.
oh no.
No, 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 no. That was not the way I wanted that battle to go down as. Oh, I'm completely yeah, disheartened for Star Max.
Would have been an interesting battle over there, but yeah, another incident. Yes.
FIFA Kanak probably would say just an incident, nothing more. As I can see more a yellow dot of a car number 20. I think it's 27. Oh no, never mind. Not giving him any more screen time. As Oshan is coming into the pits. I don't think a pit stop is mandatory for a sprint race. No.
No, there's no pit stop mandatory in both the races. So
So
might be retiring. Who knows?
yeah, Ocean's car has taken a massive beating. You can see so many. Yeah, he's lost a lot of paint in the front bumper over there. So yeah, I think he's probably had enough, or maybe he's fixing his damage. Uh, if he goes on, I think he's still quite a bit ahead of Swagger Turbo. The gap between them is 30 seconds plus. Not sure.
I mean, yeah, he might still have a grid position over them for the second race. So
Yeah.
would like to continue.
Yeah. Ideally, he should continue. Oof.
Yeah. Because grid position on this track is so important, as you've seen. A car, if a car spins out, there's no other way to go around. Just brake, wait for the car to move, and then
Come
go.
on, Swagger. Why did you give him way? You don't. Lap cars don't have to give way here. Give us something, man.
I mean, there's a major pace difference, so why to have an unnecessary battle and you know force an incident?
But
So
I mean, as far as oof, as I think. Oh damn. Okay. I thought Deepak was actually fighting Star Max a lot, but then yeah, that's actually AJ Sam who's ahead of him. So I don't know where he came from. Finds himself in P5. It's surprising.
yeah, Deepak had an incident, right? He went off track, so might be AJ Sam might have overtaken him at that point.
Yep, just saw that Deepak going, it's like sliding into that corner exit, and probably lost a little bit of time as well that he had on AJ Sam.
That's how the Audi works. It slides around. You sometimes manage to gain a lot of time because of the sliding. So
Yeah, but the light,
that's generally how the Audi works.
or maybe it's just that Deepak got a little too excited, a little too greedy, if you will, and went on the throttle, too much throttle at all the same time. But yeah, I
Yep.
think he's still keeping it together as how it almost looked like the car gotten a little bit of airtime through that, the start of that downhill section. As he went and hit
Oh
the wall
no!
there, and yeah. Oh,
Oh,
Ashley.
did he collect Ashley over there?
No, that was
Oh.
brilliant from Ashray also. I think he managed to avoid him just in the last second. So props to him for
Yeah.
that as well. As Ashray also almost just barely avoids the wall. Oof.
Yep. Ashley, a good reflex by Ashley over there to avoid Deepak.
Indeed,
Otherwise, there would have been another massive incident over there.
indeed. As I think, yep, Swagger Turbo being lapped by Pururav God as well, who was himself almost 7 seconds behind Davlish. So Davlish doing practice runs at this point.
Yep. I think the only way Davlish could be stopped from winning is if he makes a mistake by himself, which is a very rare scene. We haven't seen it till now. Hopefully, we don't see it. I mean, hopefully, I haven't jinxed him today.
Yep.
Oh,
Hopefully we haven't jinxed him because he certainly wouldn't like to be jinxed. As Oshan
yeah.
is back in the race, repaired his damage, but he finds himself down in P14 as he makes another mistake and slightly tap that wall on the left. Looks like he hasn't gotten any damage out of it though. Oh yeah,
Yeah, manages to. Oh, that was too close to the wall over there.
I think it's
Again, too close to the wall.
I
Is it a visual glitch?
yeah I think it's just netcode that
Yeah,
that's causing him. Yeah, I think he is dancing around a little bit to the left and the right. So that's
yeah.
probably what made it look like that. Yeah, I think he actually got close to the wall that much. As Turbo Chook, yeah, quali ban. Nah, we don't care about that. I think yeah, he was down in P16 and now he's up to P11. So and yeah, P3S.
Oh,
Never mind.
no. I was about to say he's managed to keep it on track, gained a few free positions,
Well,
but
at look on the good part, on the brighter part, he's still in P11, so gotta give him that.
yeah, hasn't lost a position over there.
Meanwhile,
So,
talking of people who lost positions, Starmax Lord just 2 tenths behind AJ Sam. 3 minutes left into the race. It's probably I think 2 more laps left because Davlish is going through that hill section. So it will be 2 laps for these guys, at least 1.5 laps for the race leader over here, as Starmax AJ Sam not utilizing all of the track in that exit over there, but I don't think actually he's got enough room to pull alongside him down the main straight. As yeah, it will be crucial for Starmax Law to just keep close to him through the hill section. As yeah, J Sam does make a mistake and Starmax Law briefly pulls alongside him and oof, AJ Sam has hit the wall.
oh,
This is a move coming as they're going side by side through the wall. The hill section. Yeah, oof, AJ Sam is going extremely slowly. I think we could probably get a better view if we go on board him. Uh, AJ Sam's probably got a lot of damage that he's making so many mistakes, going wide everywhere. Another mistake from him, as I mean, at this point he just has to give him way because oh no, he's hit him. He's hit him.
oh, was the contact? Oh,
Yeah, there was. Yeah, that.
oh no.
I mean, AJ didn't have anywhere else to go. The wall was closing in front of him. He had to join the track, otherwise he would
Yeah,
have totaled his car and probably Ashray's car as well. But yeah, good to see that both of them have made it out of that situation alive. As I think Davlish has entered the final lap. I think so. I didn't get the message yet. So
no, no, not right now.
yeah, maybe if he slows down by a second, possibly.
Yeah. See, as I mentioned before, as I mentioned during the quali, that if you manage to mess up one corner on the hill section, your entire hill section gets messed up. So that's what happened with AJ Sam over
Oof.
there. That was quite unfortunate.
AJ Sam's having a lot of oversteer on the exit, so maybe the damage, maybe the setup, I don't know. But Deepak is extremely close to the back of AJ Sam, but not close enough, I'm afraid, for this straight. I think you need to be within a tenth at least, not to even think of going for a dive down the inside into the entry of the hill. As
Yep.
yep, these two drivers, the only drivers closely following each other, as I think Davlish is behind a lapped car. Existence,
Oh no.
yeah, but Existence, I think he is still trying to fight him, but yeah, I mean it
Looks
is
like his car has also taken a lot of beating.
yeah. Existence was one of the cars that got caught up in that incident with Boring Bong.
Boring mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I think he decides to give him way ultimately. As 9 seconds into the race, yeah, it's most definitely the last lap.
It
So
has to be the final lap, yeah.
yeah, yeah, the game strangely enough didn't decide to let us know. It usually gives out a certain message saying leaders on the final lap as
Leader has
Davlish
finished the
Yeah.
race.
crosses the line and finishes P1. And just oh, okay.
What?
Yeah, I mean they are
Oh,
done with the race, so yeah, there's no point.
okay. That was an interesting end.
Well, that's a safe end at least. But yeah, the AJ is still 6 tenths off of. Oh, never mind. AJ has been overtaken by Deepak. Deepak was actually behind
Yeah.
AJ all the time. So yeah, we definitely missed something over there while we were on board Davlish. So Ninja Zero crosses the line to finish P4. Starmax Lord putting on a comeback of sorts to finish P5. Although he will be pretty sour that a podium was taken away from him from race 1. But yeah, it's alright, we move on. We've still got another race to do. Uh,
Yep. Damage limitations. Gain as many grid positions as you can. Have a good start on the second race and then yeah, fight for that.
yes, indeed. You probably Starmax Lord Ashley needs to listen to this piece of advice as yeah, the only driver left is Iceman, who I'm not going to give any more screen time because he asked me to. Uh, the last driver uh, to cross the finish line. Uh, yeah, I'll just probably have a sip of tea and come back, and he probably still wouldn't be. Uh, yeah, wouldn't have finished the race anyway. But yeah,
Yeah.
let me stretch my muscles a little bit as he actually finishes the race, and the race 1 is over. As Davlish, let's just go through the finishing order. So three pro class drivers taking the top three. FIFA Kanak also putting on maybe a comeback. I don't know. He was down in P5, I think, in the first 2 laps of the race, but in yeah, fine. Capitalizes on the mistakes. I mean, yeah. Oh, never mind. He actually rear-ended Star Max Lord in that last
Oh
corner.
yeah.
So yeah, we completely forgot about that. So anyway, but apart from that, good positions gained on FIFA Kanak at least takes P3. Overall, Purura Goda takes P2, and Davlish, as always, takes P1. P4 goes to Ninja Zero in the silver class. Starmax Slot takes P5. Uh, Deepakraj takes P6. AJ Sam P7. Aldin P8. Fuzzy Dunlop P9. And considering that he had a quali ban, it is a very impressive finish from him as well. And he's also leading the AMP class. So yeah,
No,
now
he didn't have a quali ban. Turbochuk had a quali.
oh my bad. Sorry, it was Turbochuk. Okay,
Yeah.
Fuzzy Dunlop Turbochuk. Yeah, potato. Supreme Kai takes P10, Turbochuk takes P11, Swagger Turbo P12, Nirma takes P13, Ocean P14. I think, yeah, oh no, sorry. Ocean, Boring Bong, and Iceman all had their fair share of incidents, but managed to finish the race. And yeah, Existence also 2 laps down finishes P17. So
Yep.
that's the race for you. Yeah. Uh, yeah, not as how do I say?
Not a lot of position changes.
Yeah,
It is still where it was with a few driver swapping positions.
yeah, not definitely not as engaging as
Green light,
our
go, go.
last few races. I mean, we do have lesser drivers attending today. Um, I mean, so far the average attendance. I mean, I've repeatedly said this in every stream that I've done, but yeah, we've had on average 25 drivers attending every race. But today, we are having a little bit of a shortage. But yeah,
Mm.
still a lot of action. Um, Not as much as our previous races, but still, it was there. We can definitely take a look at it now as I go through the replays.
Yep.
So there we go. Leaders are readying up. Some not leaders. Sorry, that was drivers. Um, so yeah, pretty clean start, which is quite surprising considering how it has been in all of our races so far. Uh, you know we've seen drivers misjudging their braking and completely rear-ending another driver in front and causing a huge pileup. Um, so yeah,
Yeah, but the thing is, the runoff to turn one is not that long, so drivers don't carry as much speed as they would on another track, so it's easier to slow down. But yeah, props to the drivers for not rear ending each other on the start and managing to have a clean lap one at least.
yep. I also want to see what happened between FIFA Kanak and Star Max Lord. And I don't know which lap it was. Maybe we can just yeah, there we go. FIFA Kanak also had an incident somewhere. So he is down in P5 right now. He started the race P4. Oh, there we go. So he actually dropped. Oh yeah, yeah. He actually was overtaken by Deepak in the main straight, I think. Or was he? No, he was not. Oh, here it was somewhere over here though.
Yeah, here he made a mistake and then Deepak was able to pounce on the mistake. So,
So Deepak himself actually made a mistake. He tapped
uh,
the wall on the outside, but um yeah, let's just see. Let's just wait and see. Oh yeah, there we go. So FIFA
yep,
Kanak went and hit that wall on the inside over there, and yeah, that's how he lost that position.
props to him for not jumping directly onto the racing line over there.
Yeah, yeah, indeed. So Deepak also had another incident somewhere over here. Oh, there we go. So
Yeah.
yeah, I actually noticed that Deepak went onto the grass just before on the braking zone. Oh, there we go. So
Yep. Braking on grass is not advisable because, yeah, slight tap on the grass in your
ah,
car turns around.
a proper Ray moment.
Yeah.
I brought that up in multiple streams as well before that incident that Ashley had in Spa in season 6,
Yep.
where in the main straight he went on in the braking zone he went onto the grass and braked and
Uh
ended
huh.
up rear-ending someone in front. I think I don't remember who it was though that he took out. So yeah,
Yep. Uh, Even I don't remember who he
yeah,
was,
you
but yeah.
weren't even there in the server that time. You wouldn't know.
Ah, I was. I wasn't active.
Ah, so,
I want to see what happened between Ashray and FIFA Kanak.
yep, that's what we are trying to get an eye on. I am trying to get an eye on. So until lap 5, it was all clean. I think, yeah, it's surely lap 6 because look at, yeah, he
It
is,
was on the final corner, I think.
yeah, it was on the final corner. The gap between them is, oh, what do you think? I mean,
I mean,
you can't really say that
Stream.
Ashtray moved under braking because, yeah, there was no gap anyway. There was no gap. There's nowhere to, no space for FIFA Connect to overtake as well. So I don't know. I think it should be. I should leave it to a seasoned. I leave it to the stewards actually, not even a driver. Yeah, just to the stewards to
Yeah, it's
decide.
a tough call. I mean, FIFA Kanak was holding his line. Ashray, I don't know if we can call it moving under braking or not. That's the biggest question.
Yep, but ultimately it was Star Max Lord who turned out to be the biggest loser in that situation. But
Yep, missed out on a podium,
an overall
dropped a lot.
podium that too.
Yeah, not even the silver class.
Yes, silver class podium. He finished P2 in silver class, so at least he's got that
Oh,
going.
he would have had the silver class win though.
Yep, silver class win and overall podium. So
Yep.
yeah, but yeah, as you said earlier, uh, keep your head down. We've still got another race to go.
Yep. Damage
damage
limitations.
limitation.
That's it.
I also want to see what happened with Boring Bong. Yeah, it's surely over here somewhere. Lap 4, I think.
Might have with the brakes on the curb
Oh,
while going downhill, maybe. Oh,
yeah. He
locked up.
doesn't look like he locked. He just oversteered into the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Frequent mistake. I think should have stayed. Maybe stayed on throttle a little bit. Oh,
Once he lost his car, I mean, there's nothing much that he could have done.
poor
And
Swagger.
then Swagger gets collected, yeah.
Who was that? That was Fuzzy Dunlop, I think. Yeah, Fuzzy Dunlop. Yeah, I think he had a he had very clear space to just you know
Yeah, because
play
the
his ass in.
first contact with Swagger Turbo cleared the way. And then simply manages to hit him.
Is he
I mean,
is he even on the
yeah,
track though?
Karen.
I mean,
He was on the track. He was not fully on the track, but
yeah,
yeah.
he's not even on the racing line. Like how did Simply even come and hit him though?
I think that downhill blind spot, he couldn't see him. And
Maybe we can
too
follow.
late on the brakes. Let's see onboard. If you don't want to give him screen time, just go onboard him.
Yeah, but then yeah, it's actually a little bit of a tough call. But anyway, yeah, Simply moment caught on live stream. Yeah, nothing more. I think Existence also had some. No, Existence didn't hit him. Someone hit him though. I remember seeing a red car going into Boring Bong. Or
There were
maybe
no
I
other
Yeah, I think
cars.
Boring Bong was the red car himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the initial contact with Swagger just cleared the way for the other cars.
and and the funny thing is, Swagger actually, or maybe not. No, I thought he actually went on to, he carried on with that damage. But yeah, I think yeah he went into the pits, but he somehow still managed to finish P12. So there we go. He made another mistake, but went
Yeah.
off the grass a little bit, but he managed to keep it on track. Yes, I mean at least he before the crash he was P12. After the crash and by the end of the race he finished P12. So yeah, good for him.
Yep.
And I think the second session is also
About to begin.
probably about to begin. So maybe we can go check that out.
Yeah, the server is up. They'll be waiting for the drivers to join in.
Green light. Show them what you got.
Yep, two more drivers left to join. Maybe could have had my breakfast in the meantime. But it
It-
is what it
What
is.
do you mean by breakfast at
Oh,
this time?
never mind. Sorry, my bad. Dinner. I wanted to say dinner.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely need a lot of food right now. You have changed time zones.
Have we? Oh, right. We're in Australia. In the game, at least.
Surprisingly, the cars weren't upside down over here.
Have we? Did something like that happen in a previous race?
Uh, I don't think so. There were no cars upside down. Yeah. But yeah, on the downhill section, you may be able to spot a few upside down cars.
I've seen cars flying. Um, yeah, flying. Like at the most flying because yeah, after contact especially. Upside down. That's it's
So
actually very.
a few of our IRC members were doing an endurance race. I was spectating that, and yeah, we managed to watch a few cars upside down. So that was funny.
When pigs start flying, we'll probably see upside down cars. But yeah, 30-minute race. We've got in our hands 2.5 minutes almost left for that race to start, as the drivers are loading in their setups. Let me just quickly get race control connected. Thank goodness it didn't crash on me this time, because Deepak will be absolutely livid if I lose the incident log. Yeah, I will just take a short break, and
Sure.
I'll be back before the race starts. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for that brief interruption. Well, at least the good part is the stream wasn't interrupted. But yeah, the com box is live again, as we have 15 seconds left for the race to start. I mean, technically, the drivers to start their what do you call it? A warm-up lap? Or what do they call it in the race? In this
Uh,
game?
It's called a rolling start.
Yeah, they're rolling start, of course. So three. Yeah, the timer has run out, and I think, yeah, the drivers have gone on
You
their
need
way.
to switch scenes.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. So the stream was actually interrupted. Uh, my bad. Uh, there we go. So yeah, the drivers have reached the main straight, about
Green
to
light, give
cross
it
the
okay.
line, as yeah, the green light warning, the green light message has come out, as Ashley goes for an odd day. She has dive bombed down the inside of FIFA Kanak, and gains a few positions from there itself. I think he's overtaken Ninja Zero already. In the meantime, Deepakraj also going side by side with AJ Sam, and manages to breeze past him. So there's a pack of 5-6 cars, I think. Not sure really, because the camera is not able to catch all of it, but a massive pack of cars going into that hill section over here, as Fuzzy Dunlop goes slightly wide there and loses his position too. I think that was Turbo Chook. So a few more positions gained for Turbo Chook there, in spite of that quali ban that he served. And in the meantime, Simply Whitey also looking very hungry behind him, but I think Fuzzy Dunlop has managed to collect himself and keep going ahead. Supreme Kai, on the other hand, is still being hard, but still being chased by Swagger Turbo, as he makes a small mistake, and Swagger Turbo almost went up, rear-ending him, as I think I saw Supreme Leader Alti. He actually went and hit the wall, as I think Starmax Lord also has made a mistake and drops down two positions, and he's down in P6 already. So yeah, I think Turbo Chook also made another mistake, and he finds himself behind Fuzzy Dunlop now. So yeah, quite a action-packed
Eventful start.
eventful
Yeah.
start. Yes, that is the word I was looking for. As
I. Oh, okay. Oshan's trying to make a move on Swagger Turbo over
oh,
there. Oh,
not a wise decision to go for a move there on Swagger Turbo, as it looks like he just gave him way, because yeah, Swagger Turbo with those controller inputs, not the it won't be the easiest job trying to get ahead of him, but yeah, good thing that there wasn't anything major that happened there, as uh, yeah, and that was
Asher losing out on all the positions that he made in the race start, but now trying to set up a move on AJ Sam over there. Let's see if he can manage to successfully gain that position, or does he have to back out? And he decides to back out.
yeah,
So yeah, wise choice.
they could. Oh, he got extremely close to the point where might have shunted him. Oof. AJ Sam is not having the best time through that hill section as. Yeah, oh, okay. Uh, they're
Yep,
probably in the
takes the
same.
wrong line.
No, I wouldn't even say that, because it looked like he just gave him away.
Nah,
Uh,
he missed his breaking point. He ran wide. Actually, saw the opportunity. He went for it. Got the move done. So
well, at least they've got it. They had it done cleanly. Meanwhile,
yep,
Supreme Aldin, the biggest loser from this race so far. Uh, we were on that part of the track where he went and hit the wall and just spun out completely, and now finds himself dead last in P17. So yeah, quite unfortunate for him. As I think, oh, Supreme Kai and Oshan going side by side, but I think yeah, that was just Oshan finally overtaking Supreme Kai.
yeah, manages to make his way past Supreme Kai, and
Ooh,
he'll be trying to make up as many positions as possible because yeah, he lost out on a lot of positions at the start in the race start of the first race. So yeah,
ooh, Ninja and Deepak were also close to each other. Just barely managed to miss out on that battle, but more on that a little later. But I think yeah, this move is pretty much done unless Oshan makes a mistake and goes back behind Supreme Kai.
he has pulled away a sufficient gap, so that might not be an issue for him right now.
Yep. Now possibly a move that is coming up would be this one over here, as Deepakraj getting also close to that rear of that Ferrari, that uh, blue Ferrari, which was supposed to be red, but I forgot to add the livery. So once again, apologies, but uh, it looks like he's managed to muster up a little bit of a gap here through this section. Um, but it all depends on how uh, they go through the exit, as Ninja goes tad bit wide over here, which probably cost him a little bit of time, as he's all over the place there, not hitting the apex is right. Probably the pressure that Deepak Raj is piling on him, as Deepak himself makes a mistake, goes a little wide into one of those corners over there, and yeah, once again goes wide in that exit of that hill section. So yeah, a little more time that Deepak has
Deepak
lost.
Deepak just has to stay patient over there because the straights are the weaknesses, the Ferrari's weakness because the acceleration of the Audi is way superior than the Ferrari. So yeah, he just has to stay patient, just has to stay as close as possible, and then try to make a move in on this chicane or turn one, turn two. Yeah,
Turn two, turn two, and excuse me, turn two, and the last corner, or the corner before the chicane. I would even say the last corner, because it's also very overtaking prone zone. I mean, yeah, we almost saw a move there, as yeah, just as I was saying it, an overtaking zone over there, because simply Whitey having a proper skill issue moment over there, as Nirma, he makes quick work of him, and boring Bong as well. Um, yeah, two moves in one corner, in a span of one corner. Quite unfortunate for simply Whitey there.
yep. Now he has to stay behind Nirma for the entire sector two.
Ah,
because can't make a move on this hill section.
Nirma's probably saying that's for all those times that you called me Langde, for sure.
Yeah,
Maybe a brake check is incoming. I don't know. But yeah, they've still got. Oh, Nirma's made a mistake and he's got extremely wide. So, yep, maybe this is the best chance to brake check simply. Something's coming up for sure. But yeah, all jokes apart, I think Nirma's managed to. Nirma's actually doing quite well considering his injured leg. It must be pretty hard to break with it, but yeah, he's been doing so well so far. I,
yep, he's managed
ooh,
to get.
never
Oh,
mind. I don't know. I was looking at the leaderboard, the leaderboard for a small moment of that, but I don't know what happened. Whether Nirma made a mistake or simply almost outbroke himself and rear-ended Nirma.
simply might be saying, okay, you don't want to give me screen time. I'll get into a battle and force you to give me screen time.
Ah, yes.
So,
Maybe it's time to go on board Nirma. Or another driver itself
yeah,
entirely. Why? Why not?
yeah.
As Oshan has closed down that gap to AJ Sam and is now hot on his tail. Um, it's a I think a 4 driver pack is almost about to form up, provided Supreme Kai manages to catch up to him as Oshan is pulling alongside AJ Sam, almost going side by side. I think it's a rear diffuser to front bumper at this point, but I don't think he's got enough to make a move on into that corner as that was
Ooh.
maybe a netcode moment once again as Oshan was briefly going on 2 wheels through that curve. But yeah, AJ Sam has managed to fend him off. But yeah, it's clearly obvious that he's struggling for pace because even Ashley has managed to pull a slight gap, but probably because as of that
Oh no.
pressure that Oshan is mounting on him as another netcode moment, and we saw Oshan going into the wall there, but I don't think he's actually hit the wall there because we don't see us in. No,
Oh,
no, 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 no. We've jinxed him again.
yep. He has made a mistake over there. I don't think he wasn't battling anyone, right?
No, no, it's just. Oh no, no, no,
Oh no.
no, Ashley, what have you done? No, no, no,
Oh, that's not how you rejoin.
not at all. As I think
And
Iceman also had an incident through that section, and yeah,
and your
uh,
favorite car as well. So
Ashley has left the race. Oh no, never mind. He's actually RTG'd. We actually have a driver out of the race. I can only see 16 drivers on the grid. We started with 17. Yeah, one of the drivers has left the session. We don't know why, what happened, but yeah, down to
might
16.
have had enough.
15 drivers now effectively because Ashley has gone into the pits. Might as well retire at this point because he's not making it. He's not
Oh,
gonna.
Deepak is onto the grass. Oh,
Ooh, they're both going side by side into that entry. Oh no, he almost went into a slide there, but yeah, managed to collect the car just on time.
that Audi's rears was sliding around, and the fact that he went on grass didn't help either. So yeah, Ninja survives to fight another day.
Leave Ninja. I think it was Deepak who survived to fight another day. He was pretty close to ending his race over there.
Yeah, breaking on grass, not a wise choice, but then yeah, he managed to pull it off somehow.
And there's the yep confirmation. Ashley has left the race, and yeah, just not his day, unfortunately today. Because yeah, he definitely had the pace. I mean, we saw that in the qualifying lap itself. To put that, you know, a silver class car too in P3 shows a lot about what his potential, what could have been, but yeah, pretty
Yeah,
disappointing.
such a shame. Such a shame because yeah, I've seen him practice on the practice hour as well, and he definitely had a lot of pace in him. So yeah, unfortunate for him, but yeah, we carry on.
Yeah, damage limitation was unfortunately not meant to be. Maybe next race. Maybe what is the next race? So
I guess it should be Misano.
Misano, yeah,
That
Deepen.
too
Oh,
wets.
it's a wet race, and oh, it's not a double points race. The last double points race will be the last race of the season itself, which is in Kailami.
Kalami,
Yep,
yes.
Kailami. I think it's will hopefully be streamed after a really long time. I think the last time it was streamed was in season 4, if I'm not wrong,
Oh,
because of my own skill issues. We've not been able to get it on stream, but yeah, will be nice to. Oh, never mind. It was streamed in season 6, last season itself. Okay.
yeah, it is a lovely track to race on. So, and yeah, these guys have had an endurance race on Kalami last weekend, I think. Yeah, so that
um,
would have helped.
Not really sure, but yeah, Deepak is we're on both Deepak right now. Deepak and Ninja Zero actually, but yeah, Deepak still struggling through that hill section. The gap was 2 tenths almost going into one of the corners, and yeah, Deepak has lost half a second. So yeah, clearly struggling there. I think he's yeah, struggling for grip, obviously. But yeah, all the top speed in the world cannot save him if he's losing time in just that one sector alone. Oh, we've got
Yeah, the
another.
way his. Oh, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah,
Carry on.
yeah. I was just saying that we got just saw another yellow flag, and yeah, Oshan has made a mistake and destroyed his bonnet as well as his front bumper. So yeah, he should be going to the pits now.
Will he enter the pits or will he carry on? Let's see.
Yeah, we'll probably see that that P sign on it. Yeah,
Yeah,
once he
the
goes
pit
into the
sign.
pits. Yeah, as I think Boring Bong also is Boring Bong and Swagger Turbo are also fighting for position. As yeah, I think Oshan has gone into the pits. Saw a yellow flag over there. Second as Swagger Turbo fully
Oh,
going into drift mode into that last corner. Yeah, the controller inputs. You need really precise inputs to actually be slightly competitive in this game. But yeah, Swagger Turbo has been doing quite well in the season so far, but is still not gotten the hang of playing on a pad. But yeah,
I mean, he will learn. Yeah, if you learn, he'll learn.
I mean, considering that the only other pad player in this season right now is sulking down in the last position, he's doing quite well actually.
Wait, who's the other pad player?
Oh no, it's
No,
he's
he
not a
not
pad player
Simpson.
anymore. Yeah, I just realized, and we've got more yellow flags, and I think it's FIFA Kanak's made a mistake. Oh no,
Oh no.
ah no. Uh, just to inform you guys, my power is out, so there might be a brief interruption in stream. So in case my UPS dies, just letting you know.
The
As
inconvenience is regretted.
deeply regretted. Please contact
As you
customer
see,
support.
Ninja Zero still managing to stay in front of Deepak over there. The way Deepak has been sliding around, I think the rear wheels might be hot enough.
Hot enough or too hot?
Yeah, too hot. Sorry, my bad.
There we
So,
go. It's enough. I mean, it's all right. We all have our bad grammar days.
yes.
I'm a grammar Nazi myself, so have to apologize to you also for pointing that out in stream.
No worries, no worries. So, yeah. But basically, that's how the Audi drives. It slides around a lot.
Slides around. I mean, it's almost like Alonso's Ferrari car from to the 2012 season, as my
Yeah,
UPS is beeping incessantly right now. His power might go out any second. No? So just how do you say,
just a heads up.
heroic heroic send off for me.
Oh,
Who am I kidding? Deepak went and hit the wall and lost out on a lot more time there. And this is that one section that he's struggling through. But he's still, I think, maintaining that gap to Ninja, which probably means that Ninja himself made a mistake. Once again, going slightly wide through the apex. Um, but he still manages to maintain that gap between himself and Ninja. So, good showing so far.
let's see if if Ninja can hold on to that podium position, or will.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Power failures unfortunately do happen, repeat regularly in my area, and this was one of those untimely times that it had to happen. So, once again, sincere apologies, but we're back with the stream and we're back with the race as well. As I think, yeah, the Davlish is approaching the start finish line, is on board his final lap, just starting it actually. Yep, there we have the message. He's 15 seconds ahead of Purav Gowda, which is no surprise. Deepakraj has managed to overtake Ninja Zero, and I think we are down to 13 drivers already. I think a few drivers have left the session after had the small power outage. Ninja Zero is 4 seconds behind him. Uh, Behind Ninja's AJ Sam, who's I think 24 seconds behind. So yeah, the finishing order is pretty much set for now. It looks like it is. Yeah. Oh, and why is he going into the pit lane the very last lap? Is it a drive of honor, like a guard of honor? It looks like he did a Baja rally with that car, and he rolled over like 50 times. But yeah, he's just got his new wheel, so he's still probably getting used to, the handling and stuff. So yeah, quite an unfortunate scene for him here as Davlish is making his way, edging closer to the last. It's actually not the last lapped car. I think he's already lapped Oshan and Iceman surely, since Iceman's already gone into the pits. But Davlish is coming through that chicane and nearing the final corner. As will Existence give way to him though? I think it would be better for Existence because he's got one lesser lap to do. But never mind. He decided to switch off his brain, and Existence has to go through another lap now, which means Davlish takes P1, Pururav takes P2, Deepak in the silver class takes P3, Ninja Zero takes a P2 in the silver class as well. The cameras are on a bit of drugs at the moment, but yeah, it's back on. Yeah, Ninja looks like he went and made out with the wall. The wall chewed his lips off. But yeah, he's got a little bit. Yeah, he's definitely went and hit a wall somewhere. Otherwise, I don't think he's 6 seconds off of Deepak. I think it was 5 last lap. Definitely had. Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much every driver here has got, except for this BMW maybe, and this Aston Martin, and okay, yeah, a few drivers maybe have been lucky to get away, but yeah, what happened?
Was that Bujuk who just went straight
Probably a netcode moment once again. But yeah, oh, Iceman is I just realized, Mamu, you were muted on stream. Where sincere apologies once again.
through?
But yeah, Mamu's also back live,
Oh
ladies and
no,
gentlemen.
you guys missed out on my amazing joke. Sorry.
Ah, yeah, but we've got another amazing joke here on screen, ladies and gentlemen. But we'll probably move on to him a little later in the stream. uh, Existence casually having a Sunday drive through that chicane. Uh, Still a little far off. FIFA Canucks in P11. Why is he in P11?
Might have made a mistake when
Yeah, I remember
we
him
lost.
having. He definitely made a mistake in the hill section. I think in the starting few laps.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't think he dropped down. I didn't realize that he dropped down that many positions. But yeah, well, at least he's ahead of Iceman.
Ah, look at that atrocious livery.
Yeah, not any more screen time for you, my friend. As yeah, I think, or I'm not really sure at this point because it doesn't show if FIFA Canuck has finished his race or not, because yeah, the drivers have the option to just keep driving around in spite of finishing their race. So
I don't think he has. There's no checkered flag next to his name.
yeah, I mean the checkered flag goes out after a certain point. You can see Ninjas as well is gone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, yeah, it's one, I don't know, strange feature that this game has got.
I mean, why would you want to go around this track after finishing a race?
True, but then yeah, there we go. So that's our finishing order for the day. Davlish takes P1, Pururav takes P2, Deepak takes P3 overall, as well as the the silver class win. Ninja in P4, AJ in P5, Supreme Kai in P6, Boring Bong in P7. Decent comeback drive from him also. Fuzzy Dunlop in P8, Turbo Chook in P9, Existence P10, FIFA Kanak P11, Ocean P12, Iceman P13, Swagger Turbo, who I think is one of Swagger Turbo, Nirma, Starmax Slot, and Aldin. I think these are probably the drivers who actually
Did not finish. Yeah,
prematurely
left the
finished the
race.
race. Yeah, so these 4 drivers. I wonder what happened to Swagger though. He was driving around pretty well, but yeah,
Might have made a mistake. Unfortunate for him.
definitely. In the meantime, let's move to the podium interviews, and Let's just wait for the drivers to join the combox.
Yep.
Uh, we've got our podium finishers, our top three finishers at least, with us now, and yeah, maybe we can start off with the winner of the race today.
Show them what you got.
So, Davlish, another Sunday drive for you today. How was it?
Yeah, very boring.
Yeah, very boring. It's pretty much been your podium interview routine as well. To say pretty boring every time we have you in the comp box. But yeah, it's the sad reality, unfortunately, that for this
Yeah,
season we don't have drivers quick enough to compete with you. But yeah, at least you kept it clean without did two races, 50 minutes of driving without any mistakes. I mean, yeah, we don't
yeah.
expect anything lesser from you, W. So congratulations for you on another win. And if I'm not
I mean,
mistaken, think you've also won the championship, season 7.
um, yeah, I mean, there's no one really is participating, so
Yeah,
it
effectively you
was,
have.
yeah, you could say mathematically now I have.
Mathematically, I mean the last round is a double points round, and I'm not sure with the I'm not too familiar with the point system, but yeah, either way, congratulations in advance. You're going to get it anyway.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and congratulations on
Yep,
the win as well.
yep, thank you.
Moving on to our P2 finisher, Pururav Gowda. So don't remember seeing you. I think in the first race you had someone to fight in the first lap or two, but then after that, even you made a massive gap to the driver behind you. So talk us through your race as well.
Yeah, I mean Bentley had the pace today as expected. This is my first podium, and I think all the races has been P5, P6. It's not about the BOP. I think that overall the car is itself slower because it's an older car. But yeah, in this race I was expecting it to be better, and I think in the next KLM race also maybe the Bentley is better. So just executed the pace it had and consistency. That's it. It was a boring race for me too. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, I think I actually saw you fighting with somebody in the first race, and maybe the second race in the race start, of course. But then yeah, that so it always happens, even if it was if it's Davlish. But
Yeah.
yeah, good race from you as well. Moving on
Thank
to
you.
our P3 finisher overall and our silver class winner Deepakraj. A pretty action-packed race for you as well. You had so many overtakes, you had so many battles and so many mistakes as well. And I specifically remember in race one you were or was it race 2? Yeah, it was in race 2 you were actually struggling to overtake Ninja in the first half of the race. So talk us through that.
Yeah, so first of all, congratulations to Davlish and Purura. They were exceptionally quick this weekend. Davlish, of course, and Purura was ridiculously rapid this week, and that were an older car. So yeah, really props to them. And yeah, the second race when I had some mistakes and dropped some places, but overall I was able to claw back to where I qualified, which is P6. And race two, like you said, yes, I was struggling to overtake Ninja. Although my car was faster on the straight line, I was just catching up to him at the wrong places, which meant that I had to, back out. I did win side by side with him a few times, but again, it was not convincingly enough to, make a solid move. So I had to back out of that. And I was just applying pressure, hoping he would crack, and as expected, at the halfway point, he made a mistake, and yeah, I got through. So yeah, that was the story of my race. Was quite, let's say, a bit sweaty, I could say, but yeah, it was a
Well,
good one.
well, you made the best out of the misfortunes of the drivers in front of you. So I mean, it takes a good driver to do that too. So and you executed that very well. And well, unfortunately, I had a power outage in my place today, which meant that the stream got cut off midway, and I think after the halfway point into race 2. So which means that we couldn't capture your overtake on Ninja. So apologies to that, and for the incident log is also completely gone because of that. So yeah, just apologizing to you in advance.
Ah, well, nothing to worry about. It's all there, so not an issue anyway. Yeah, thanks for stepping up.
Yep. Moving on to our AM class winner, Supreme Kai. Congratulations on your win. I think your race was also pretty action-packed. You had a few battles with Turbo Chook as well as Fuzzy Dunlop. I think you were around them for most of your race. So, yeah, your feelings on that, your thoughts on that, Supreme Kai. Supreme Kai, you there? Yeah, I think he's having some issue with his mic. But either way, since we've got to move forward with our stream, we will congratulate him here in advance for securing that AM class win. And that brings us to the end of our stream. So, Parth, if you're still there, what are your what are your thoughts on this race so far?
Yeah, I mean, race 1, there weren't many overtakes or incidents, so yeah, not a. I mean, I wouldn't call it a boring race, but yeah, a decent race to be fair. But race 2, yeah, it was very eventful with a few incidents. I think the boring bong incident was in the race. It was in race 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Apart from that, yeah, nothing else. So, race 2 was quite eventful. We saw a lot of moves being made, a lot of mistakes as well. So, yeah, I mean, good stream. So, yeah.
Yep, I personally am disheartened for Ashley because, like I said earlier, he had the pace, just not the luck, and the consistency of which affected him in the second race. So yeah, but otherwise, yeah, slightly less action-packed race compared to the last few races, but nevertheless it was there. So yeah, good race, at least on my part. And yeah, that brings us to the end of the stream. So if you liked what you watched, be sure to.
Sorry to interrupt you there, SSG. I just like to make just one small announcement regarding the league. I mean, there was a small mistake when we were preparing the calendar. ACC league days always take place on Friday, and we had entered the date wrongly for Bathurst as 22nd July, and for the next round as 29th July. Next round will take place on 28th July. The calendar is a bit of a mistake, so please ignore that. It will be taking place on 28th July, Friday 9 p.m. As usual. So yeah, that's just something I wanted to point it out. Anyway, yeah, sorry for interrupting. Please carry on.
Well, I actually never even noticed that. So thank you for pointing that out, Deepak. And yeah, it's fine. Mistakes do happen. Even I made a mistake myself by completely forgetting about the race today. So good. Thank you for pointing it out, reminding me about it. But anyway, the stream's over now. All done. All that's done is done, and it was done well, at least I think. But anyway, we've got the action is still not over yet because tier 3 of our F1 league is coming up tomorrow at 8 p.m. The last race of the season for the 10th season of our F1 league. So yeah, the tier 3 championship is settled. I think not an influencer has taken it away, and the constructors as well. But yeah, the action is still there, so make sure to join us for that. The socials are also in the description given below, so make sure to join our Discord server if you haven't already. And yeah, that's Sir SSG Assassin, and for my co-commentator Path signing off and wishing you a good night.
Bye bye.